You miss me? Do you miss me? I'm about to fall off the chair. So what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Kai. We back with another motherfucking video. Y'all already know. I miss y'all so much. I'm gonna try to be really more on my game with this YouTube stuff, because I've been getting so many subscribers and I'm so excited. Like, when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna have to do a giveaway. Like, we're gonna have to give away some bread or something to y'all, because like, y'all bitches is rotting. But today's gonna be a story time and a money count. So here's the ones that I already had counted at the club, and here's the money from like lap dances and stuff that I have to count. My nails. Don't say nothing about my nails, y'all. They're so ratchet. It's okay, because I got a maintenance video coming. But today's going to be a story time on my very first time trying to get pimped at a motherfucking strip club. No, I'm playing. That's a whole nother story time. Today's going to be a story time of how I moved to Atlanta and how did I start stripping, and just my story, period. And I just really want y'all to be a part of it, because I feel like if I could do it, anyone could do it. And I never want y'all to feel discouraged. I know a lot of y'all text me on Instagram and y'all, you know, tell me a lot of stuff, and I just feel like if I share my story with y'all, it could help somebody out there. So let's get right into the story. So I moved to Atlanta. I just hopped up and left. Like, I'm from New Orleans. I hopped up. I left it all. Like, I left clothes. You know when you really done when you cut your hair. I had cut all of my hair off. All of it. It grew back though. Like, I'm so mad because now my wig, like, y'all can tell my wig a little lopsided because I had to brush my hair back instead of getting it instead of getting it braided. But yeah, I'm about to tell y'all how I moved to Atlanta, just how I did everything, and yeah, let's get started. So when I first moved to Atlanta, it did not work out for the better of me. I actually went back to New Orleans, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to Atlanta and do it again. So I went out here with a friend, a guy friend. He was also trying to move out here. Like, he was thinking about getting a job out here, but some shit had happened, and he had to go to court. So I didn't make enough money for my apartment. We were staying in a hotel for like a couple of days. I didn't make enough money for my apartment. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. So then I ended up moving back to New Orleans, went back to my mom's house, got kicked out. A lot of shit happened. Like, a lot of shit happened in my life that just was like, oh my fucking God. Let's do a thumbnail real quick though, right? Hopefully that's good. But yeah, so I really don't like remember how everything really happened. I only remember the important parts, so let me just tell y'all the important parts. So when I moved back to New Orleans, I had ended up getting like kicked out of my mom's house because me and my mom, we never really seen eye to eye. Like, I'm just not a mama's girl at all. Like, that's just the truth. But I love my mom, all respect to her. That's the lady that birthed me. But we just never seen eye to eye. So she kicked me out before she kicked my oldest brother out. And that's when I knew, like, damn, I'm going to have to fend for myself. And I knew she was going to let me back in. But I'm the type of bitch, I hold grudges. And I don't give a fuck with who, okay? Bitch, I will hold a grudge with the motherfucking ant on the ground if that bitch bit me. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I would be mad all day. So I went back to Atlanta, and this time I went by myself. I went with no friend, no anything, because I noticed, like, I was paying for the apartment. I mean, not the apartment. I was paying for the hotel we were staying in. I was paying for the weed. Y'all know I need my weed. Y'all already know. So I just was like, I'm gonna do this by myself. I'm gonna pray about it, and I wish I could still. I'm gonna try to look for the video of when I very first was like, hey y'all, I'm gonna move to Atlanta, because I recorded myself. I recorded my whole journey. So tongue tied. So this man that I met in a club before I moved back to New Orleans, he was trying to fly me out to LA. So I was like, okay, because now I'm thinking of how I'm going to get to Atlanta without spending my bread. Mind you, I didn't even have any bread. So I'm just trying to go to Atlanta with no money. I swear to y'all, I kid y'all not, I went to Atlanta with $0. Bitch, look at me now. God is good. So he was trying to get me to come to LA, and I remember meeting him in a club that I worked at. So I was like, all right, you know, you can fly me out to LA, but you have to make sure that my boarding pass said to Atlanta. So I had it all planned out in my head. I mean, I really didn't have it all planned out, but shit, I knew God had it and knew God was gonna work it out. So I was just going with the movement. So he was like, okay. He flew me out to LA. We had a really good time. I had so much fun in LA. He gave me some coins. Some coins. But I didn't use none of those. I didn't use none of those coins. I swear to y'all, I didn't use not $1. Let me tell y'all why. When the time was up and it was time for me to go back to Atlanta, he was like, you want me to book your pass back to New Orleans or Atlanta? And I was like, Atlanta. He was like, okay. So when it's time to go back to Atlanta, I hit up the strip club as soon as I got off the fucking plane. And I had friends in Atlanta. I had friends in Atlanta already because, like I told y'all, I was there already. Like I had like a 2 months out. Not 2 months. I had like a half a month out there, and I'm a really friendly person. Like I can see you walking on the street, and I can be like, bitch, I just love your shoes, and we gonna be friends because I'm lovable. I'm a lovable person. So I hit up one of my girlfriends, and I was like, hey, I'm in Atlanta. Can you take me to the club? And she was like, I'm at work, but I'll send you an Uber. Went to the club, y'all. The first club I went to, they didn't hire me because the house mom was a bitch, period. I ended up getting hired on later down the line because she was like, we can't hire you because we don't know if the manager really hired you, and we don't want to call him and wake him up out his sleep, and he's not here today, so you can't get hired today. I was like, all right, you know what, cool. I have to make something work. I have to make something shape. Taking all type of fucking risks. Like, every risk that y'all could think of, I'm taking it. Like, I'm doing it. Like, bitch, I'm doing the thing. Like, for real. So then this nigga at the club, I met this nigga at the club. So it was this nigga at the club. I'm like, all right, if they don't want to hire me, it's cool. I'm just going to go to another club. So the nigga I met at the club, he was like, do you want me to take you? And I'm very cautious. I can't bring my guns on the airplane. So I'm just like, nah, I'm good. But you call me an Uber though. So I didn't want to ask my friend, like, I hate over asking people for stuff, you know, like, so I'm like, yeah, you could call me an Uber. So he calls me an Uber to this other club. I'm using niggas that I'm just meeting for, not rides, but I'm using niggas that I'm just meeting for shit. Like, if nigga want to talk to me, book me a hotel room or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, I'm that. Like, I'm a hustler. And I'm saying, like, in life, you got to take risks knowing that God gonna protect you. Like, I was never scared. Like, I was doing so much crazy shit. I never once was scared, though. I just knew I had to get it. But boom. Goes to the second club, make bag. Like, when I say make fucking bag, yo, I made bag, and I was like, go Ari, go Ari, go Ari, go Ari. Y'all don't know my real name is Ari. Well, people call me Ari in Atlanta, so Ari or Kai, Ari, or, you know, whichever one y'all comfortable with. So I was like, okay, so they had a hotel right across the street from the club. So now I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get home? And luckily, they had a man who was like an Uber driver for dancers. So if you didn't have a car, he would like, you know, come get you, drop you off. And like all the dancers knew about him. I mean, everybody knew about him. So I'm like, okay. So I called them up and I was like, hey, I literally just need to go to the hotel across the street. He literally charged me $6. That's how close the hotel was to the club. It probably was like 2 lights down or something. But, I was in a hotel for about, and if you watch my videos, if you really truly have been following my journey, you will see everything I'm telling y'all about. It's all in my first 2 videos that I've ever fucking posted. Like, it's in my first 2 videos. Before you see this shit behind me, before I had all this, before God gave me this shit, a bitch was in a hotel for like roughly 2 months. Literally. And I had bed bugs. I had bed bugs so bad, like, if like on the back of my neck. Can y'all see? Let me show y'all. Right here. Y'all see this? That's from bed bugs. Like, I had bed bugs that fucking bad. Like, I'm not kidding. So, with all that shit being said, it took me about 2 months to get them out. Roughly around, I want to say roughly around 2 months. I don't know if it was a month or if it was 2 months. It was, I think it was a month. Did I get my permit in a month? Nah, it was 2 months. It was 2 months because I remember missing Thanksgiving. So I actually drove to New Orleans, but I didn't drive down there for Thanksgiving. I drove down there to get my I had lost my ID. So I drove down there to get a whole new ID. I did not lose my ID. This nigga did not want to give me my ID back, but that's a different story. Niggas are fucking jealous and lame. But got my apartment, got everything I wanted out of Atlanta. I really didn't get everything I want out of Atlanta because it's so much more to come. I feel it. And I just feel like I'm trying to learn discipline, and I just feel like if you want to come to Atlanta, if you want to any city, if you want to come to any city, you know, be a stripper, and, you know, you scared that you might not make it, bitch, look at me, bitch. I was in a hotel. I had bed bugs. Like, I had every fucking thing. Well, not everything. Ew. But I had bed bugs and shit. I was in a hotel, and now look at me. You have to be blessed for the smaller things in life. So what I would tell to people that's trying to do this stripping shit, don't try, bitch. Don't try. Do it. Do it. Trying is like, if you say I'm gonna try to do something, that's just that's not putting it into motion. It's not. Like, I always was like, bitch. One day I just was like, I'm gonna try to go to Atlanta again, and if this shit don't work, no, it had to work. It had to work. My mom put me out. It was sink or swim. Bitch, what you gonna do? Sink or swim. So all that being said, now, you know, I would just tell y'all, you know, just to have discipline. Always pray. Please always pray. Because ain't no gun could protect you how God could protect you. I promise you, okay? So, yeah, and if you need help, any advice, anything that I did not explain in this video, you can always hit me up, and, you know, we're going to get to it, period. Drop it my Instagram tag. Text me, bitch. Because I know it. Like, I felt so alone. Like, just imagine being in a hotel, don't knowing nobody, feeling alone. You don't have nobody to talk to. That's a place I never want to go back to, ever. Lord, ever. Have discipline. So now that that's out the way, we're going to count this money real quick, then we're going to end this video. So, $400 in singles, and then we have this. I have 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 36. $36. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So I made $700. Period. $700 is what I made. This is 36. 400, 100, 100, 200. My nails are so ghetto. 300. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 25. So until next time, I love y'all so much, and thank y'all so much for 200. We had 280 subscribers now. Bitch, I see y'all bitches supporting me.